Hello everybody, how are you? Say hello when you jump on. It's Casey and Haley today.
Hi.
Rebecca's actually over here. Rebecca's doing some stuff in the kid area, but she's with us. Let us refresh. Say hello when you're jumping on. Please share and you'll get entered into Share Our Live and type the word share. You need to type the word share and we'll enter you into the prize wheel to win a free month of HQ membership. We'll go over that in a second and what that is. And also $20 Casey Cash for the app. And we'll go over that, what it is. I think most people have been with us all week, but we'll go over it just in case. Okay, do you have sound?
I turned it off.
Yep. Okay, good. Because I have mine off too. So
yep, we're
live. So say hello, everybody, when you jump on. Haley and I can't wait to paint with you. Oh, there we are. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Diane. Hi, Dana. How's everybody doing today? I don't know why I don't wear, Chrissy always says this to me, why don't you wear any of your shirts that you wear for painting? Like we have all these shirts, and I never wear them, but trust the process shirt, top of the laundry today.
I will be prepared tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, you have all the shirts too.
I do. I will be prepared.
I'll wear our lift-off shirt tomorrow.
Perfect.
Wear that shirt.
I don't have it yet.
You don't have it? Oh, yours is coming. Yeah.
I'll do
it's a nice surprise.
process.
Hey, Lori. Hi, Stacy. How are you guys? Hi, Michelle from Indiana. Hi, Shelly. Donna. Oh, thanks for sharing. Hi, Lois. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for sharing, ladies. If you could share, oh my gosh, everybody gets on at one time. It's hard to keep up. Melinda from Lakeland, Florida. I know exactly where that is. I used to live in St. Pete and then Sarasota. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Luann. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Linda. Hi, Melinda. Hey, that's two from Lakeland, or is that the same? That was the same. I might be crazy. I don't know, it's flipping up really fast. Luann said hi, Casey and Haley.
Oh, hi, Luann.
Yeah. Good evening, Bonnie. How are you? You joined today. Yay. Welcome. We're so excited to have you in the membership. Let us know if you have any trouble at all. Our members, I think you'll love. And we're going to post a video too in here on how to navigate through the membership so you can get through there real easy. And if you ever have any questions, just email us. Here's our email, okay? A lot of people know Haley because she is our customer service, everything. Like you do so much.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here. I know I'm usually on the phone or on the back end, but
I'm here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Robin. Hi, Linda Baker. How are you, my friend? Another Melinda. Oh, that's your mama from Lakeland. See, I'm not crazy. I thought I had dementia for a moment.
Oh, no,
we're good. Howdy. Guess where I am. Where are you at, Lori? Tell us where you're at. Are you here? Tell us. Me and my daughter. Oh, how nice. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for sharing. If you're just, hi, Ann. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Donna. Thanks for sharing. You girls are great. Love the painting from Georgia. Oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. Hi, Charlotte from the Poconos. That's not too far from us. Not too far. Yeah. Milena, hello. She's from California. I love her. She's in the membership too.
Oh, yeah, I love Milena.
Hi, Joan. Hi, Althea from Atlanta. It was pretty hot there today, huh? Hi, Mel. How are you? Hi, Luz. How are you doing? Karen, is it Jonah? Jonah. I love that. That's a really pretty name. From Maine. I've never been to Maine. I've always wanted to go to Maine. I want to see a lighthouse in Maine.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
I love the East Coast.
Yeah, I've never been there. Hi, Becky. How are you? She was our winner from yesterday. Okay, so if you're jumping on, I haven't posted this yet. Eliza sent me the wheel from the last 2 days of the person that won HQ and I need to look at it. HQ and the $20 Casey Cash, which we'll give to you a little later tonight. Yep. So I dropped a Casey Cash in. She does the
membership,
month of free membership. Okay. So what that means is you'll get our whole vault of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of painting tutorials, stencils, supply lists. I paint with you every single week in the membership. And so let's see who won. Let's see. I downloaded it this time. Here we go. Tell me what it says. Let's see. This is everyone that shared the last 2 days. I can't read it from here. Donna Baker, congratulations.
I missed it.
So yes, it's Donna Baker. And we'll post the wheel a little later so you have that, okay? Congratulations. So make sure that you share the live so you get entered to win I was like reading backwards and small.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well, congratulations, Donna.
Yeah, so I'll just join the membership. Judy, I'm so glad you joined us. Yay. If you need anything at all, you just let us know, okay? We're excited to have you in the group. We had a lot of people join today, so I'm very excited about that.
We had 8 today.
We did.
Since the wee early hours in the morning to right before.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then, whoops, that's trust the process. If you still need to get your stencil and supplies list, you want to go to kckhq.com. You can download it for free. Just scroll to the middle of the screen and you'll find it there, okay? And you'll get your free library with your stencil and your supplies list. And just make sure you share when you jump on. Aw, you guys are so nice. Hi, Bev. How are you? Hi, Robin. How are you? You guys are so great. I'm excited tonight to paint the sunflower petals with you guys to show you how to make them look curved, how to make them look three-dimensional. So we're going to show you how to like shadow on the back end and highlight where you want them to, you know, look like they're coming towards you a little bit. So it's very exciting, okay? And then what else? Oh, listen, the brush manufacturer shipped the brushes. We could have picked them up. They're actually not that far from us, but they put them in overnight, so they come in tomorrow. So you have to be excited about that. So our brushes will be back in stock for our 10-pack. We're going to be giving away Casey Cash tonight. And I told Haley, I was like, remind me, and I actually remember, remind me to show the app. So this is our app. We give away Casey Cash in here, which I didn't name that, Rebecca did. And so we give away $5 for Casey Cash every time someone wins. And so you can use it for paintbrushes, wood pieces, our painting kits, easels, aprons, things like that. But I'm gonna show you. So this is our app right here. You just go into the app store and it's the pink one right here. I know I have a million apps, but I'm just gonna pull it up. And so you can go to the app, it looks like this, it's free. And then at the top, you have brushes and paint supplies. You can click on that. You can click on all painting kits. You can go through right here, and we have hundreds of painting kits on there. And then we have our wood pieces. We have we have a wood manufacturer here locally, so we have our wood pieces on there too. So you guys can take a look at that. Okay, you can sign up for free, and then we drop your money into there. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? Thanks for sharing. Do you want to give away $5?
Yeah, actually, I kind of do.
And then Miss Rebecca, she's on the back end. She's checking. We're streaming onto KCK Creations and HQ today. Yeah. The fly is with me again, Rebecca.
Yeah, it's with me too.
Yeah. So you're gonna pick somebody?
I am, yes. So our first $5 Casey Cash winner, and I talked to you, and I'm going to butcher your last name, Mal.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, you won $5 Casey Cash.
That is awesome. Okay. So do you want to, let's see, let's give away like an Amazon gift card, or is that too quick? So you have to put the form.
Yeah.
I'll give you some time. Okay, so we're going to, this is where we left off yesterday. And I have the base color and the flowers right here, okay? All right, so we're gonna work from there, all right? I'm pretty excited about it. Oh, remember I told you, the people were asking me what we were painting next in the membership. And so I had a banner that I didn't import in before, but these are our next 5 paintings that we're painting live together. This, the Cowboy Gone Fishing starts on Tuesday. We always do it on Tuesdays unless something else comes up, Tuesday evenings, but it's always recorded and then uploaded into your vault. So those are our next 5, and then I have 2 bonuses. There's actually 3. They're in my car. I brought them over because I'm in the middle of filming them. I like to film at home, but I'm gonna go here, okay? So I'm gonna put this on my easel. We're going to my easel, and then Miss Haley is going to read me any questions that you have, okay? I'm so glad she's here with us tonight. So many of you know her. She does an amazing job. You know what I love so much is, all of us can be technically challenged, and Haley has a way of, she'll give you screenshot by screenshot of how to get to something if you can't find it, literally step by step. And she's helped so many of our members and participants in the workshops find everything. And the other thing about her is she's so pleasant and so kind all the time, all the time. Okay, so we're so happy to have her. I'm gonna go to my easel here. I'm gonna put it on the backlight. I was trying not to blind you. And if you're just jumping on, if you want to share, we still have another prize wheel that we're going to give away a free month of HQ and $20 Casey cash as well. Carrie Anderson, everybody saying hello, Haley.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Carrie.
So if you went, aw, Kathy, how are you? Okay, so now, Haley, you have to watch when I'm zooming in. That's it. Rebecca has to keep an eye on me because.
Well, maybe I'll have a better shot with you instead of over the phone.
Tracy Elsie wants to know if each snowman was tamed.
So that was when we had the power outage last Tuesday, and I'm recording that this week and uploading the tutorial. Yeah, we had a huge storm. I don't know about you guys, but we had a huge storm where we lost it at the studio, and we lost it, and that was our Tuesday. And then I had my sister and her family in from out of state, so I'm filming it this week. Okay, so I'm going to show you the new brushes tomorrow. They came back in stock. Hopefully it gets here by the time we come over. All right, guys, so we put in this base color yesterday. So we did white, raw sienna, and yellow, okay? So you can, I'm going to get a round brush. Grabbed a flat brush because I'm used to working with a big brush. But I'm going to grab a round brush. Anything with a point like yesterday will work, okay? Look how much paint I have on my brush. These are our brushes. They're like a mess. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to grab the sample, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to highlight and low light them. So whenever we make something brighter, it makes something look like it's closer towards you, okay? Whenever something's darker, it makes it look like it's further away from you. I talked about yesterday that on petals of flowers, they could be up and down, okay? So it doesn't mean that the light has to sit on every single same side. Like I have these two maybe are raised up together. So there's a highlight here and here. We have an edge here. Okay, so we want to, you can actually move these around. So like with the highlights, it doesn't have to be like, oh, the light's coming in from this side, so it's not gonna catch anything like on an underside. This could be curled up and you could have a highlight there. So you don't have to stress too much when you're putting your highlights on your sunflower petals, all right? So let's start first by adding a little bit of yellow and white. So I wet my brown brush, just a pointy brush. You want to use the size that you're comfortable with. Mine is fairly, I still have the same plate of paint, a little bit of white on the tip, and then I'm going to tap it off, okay? What we want to do fairly quickly is we're going to go through, I want actually a little bit more yellow. All right, I don't want it so pale this time, so if you put a little white in there, don't use too much because we're going to go and highlight with white. Don't lose your darkness as you go, okay? So don't lose your darkness. I'm gonna pull that around, all right? And I'm just gonna skip around and put this in fairly quickly. I have to tell you, I need to update the post with all the, did you see how gorgeous, Haley, all the paintings are coming?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
They're beautiful.
The ones that have been emailing us, the ones I've been seeing posted, they are
they're
really
amazing.
coming together.
So I need to get to everybody too. My daughter just left to go back to New York, and I want to, go through and let everybody know how beautiful they are. The ones I didn't get to yet, but they're beautiful. So what I'm doing is, so if you didn't color block this first, with mixing those two colors together, you would have to take forever to get this yellow to look bright. But when you did this, you got the color blocking, you got color in there first. This is so much easier to just kind of, here's our word again, slap it in.
Yeah. That's my new favorite phrase. I use it all the time, actually.
Yeah, and you can just throw it in there. Just lift off as you're getting towards the center. You don't have to spend too much time on that, okay? Put my table in the way, I can't move this over. All right. All right, so I'm just pulling here. Poor Lori, we have like pallets and pallets of inventory that came in. Also, like yours are cutting boxes. She's tired, I'm sure. So just a little bit of yellow like that, okay? I'm gonna move down to this other one. We're still in the screen, so that's great. Is there any questions, Haley?
I'm going through and nothing yet that I'm seeing, but I'm still filtering down.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm just starting on the edge and I'm lifting off and pulling forward, okay? pulling forward. Lifting off, leaving that darkness that we had in there still there. If you don't have the darkness, I'm going to show you how to put it back in. All right? So what I'm doing is I'm not covering everything, but I definitely still want this beautiful yellow, you know, in the sunflower showing. So it's pretty much most of it. And then we're going to build from here. So you can do that fairly quickly because we are going to cover with a lot of other, you know, colors, okay? So I'm going to go here, move it over just a little bit, okay? How's your back this week painting every day? Oh, hi Marlene, how are you, my friend? So my back yesterday, when I did go to the pottery place to make pots on the wheel with my children, my back was doing good until I must have slumped. And so it's been a little triggered, but I feel much better today. Thank you so much for asking. For those of you that don't know me, I have a very extensive spinal cord injury. 4.5 years ago, it took me about 9 months to walk across a room. It's something old and progressed, and they don't know how I'm walking. And so, and I am able to walk, and I have a disc shoved in the middle of it. Something else happened after that, of all things. But anyway, so I'm gonna get some burnt sienna, all right? And so if I stoop, I'm kind of in trouble. So I have to like paint like straight on. So I'm pretty aware of that, but I think I just fell into like throwing the pots, you know? And I must have stooped. So, but I'm all right. But thank you for asking. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of darkness here and there. So you want a little on this tip, just a tiny bit. Have a little water in your burnt sienna. You can even mix a tiny bit of your Van Dyke brown with this. So here's my burnt sienna. If you don't have burnt sienna, you can add a little bit of orange and red to your dark brown, okay? You can even put raw sienna in there first, all right? So I'm gonna go around, and this is just going to, I wanna make a shadow. So sometimes where the petals meet, you need a little bit of a shadow there, okay? Swipe off on the edge there. Put some back through here, okay? And then I'm just putting like some shadows. I want to get the tip. This is very light. Again, so I'm actually going like this with my brush. I'm dragging like this, lifting off. There's not a ton of paint on there. There's just a little bit, okay? So this has water in it. It's not dry like we were yesterday. We just want it to drag very smoothly, okay? So I'm just gonna go here. Alright, so just drag. I'm getting the tip of my brush in my water. I'm just getting a little bit of the Van Dyke brown with the burnt sienna. Any questions, Haley, at all?
Not yet, nope.
Okay,
Very
thank
good.
you. So do you want to give, are you caught up? Do you want to give away?
Yeah, actually I would. So we are
Okay.
doing Amazon gift card next.
Sure.
All right, so I have actually, for the $5 Amazon gift card, congratulations Marlene DiCristoforo.
DiCristoforo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you won $5 Amazon gift card.
Oh, that's so nice. Congratulations, Miss Marlene. So a little bit on the tip, and everyone's a little different, but where you would think like there's going to be a little bit of a shadow because it's coming up against, another petal, you can add that there. We're going to make these pop, okay? So let's get our low lights in first. Lifting off, so it's also one long, one short. I may put a little bit of a shadow here, but maybe just a tiny bit more here in the middle. And every petal you can do just a little differently, all right? And if you feel like it's too dark, just run your finger over it, okay? Okay. So I'm gonna go here. Can you see well? Yes, okay.
We're still in frame.
We're still in the frame. I told her, watch me. It's probably a little easier without the delay, you know? There's a little bit of delay when you're filming. bright in these too, so don't think this is it. So this is where we need to trust the process. The other thing is you can get a damp rag, and I'm gonna show you, and we're gonna like get these chalk marks out from around, and you can also put black paint over this as well. But since mine is chalk, I'm gonna wipe this out. It's gonna give you a much better idea of like how far we have to bring any highlights in. So I'm just gonna wipe those out. Look at the difference already, okay? So I'm gonna move down to this sunflower petal. Okay, so we're gonna go here, sunflower petals, sunflowers in general. Just drop my claw. I'm like known for dropping stuff. Anybody else like drop stuff like constantly? Like paint?
Yes.
Are you coming for the, we have the Cowboy Gone Fishing in class in the studio on Saturday, and then we have it online on Tuesday. A lot of times it's the opposite. We do it online and then in the studio. But this time it's a little backwards. Are you coming to that, Haley?
I will be here.
Yay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm excited about that.
It is really great.
It's gonna be a
painting.
fun one, yeah.
Hey Casey,
Yeah.
how did you save that from last night? I'm gonna assume, I'm thinking the paints.
How do I save it? Okay, so you can just put a Ziploc freezer bag over the paints. We've been saving it each day. Well, the first day we didn't have it sealed so well. We didn't have a Ziploc over here, so you know what I did? I took one of those little garbage bags and I put it on there. The first night, my husband put it on there and he smashed all the paints to the plastic, so we couldn't keep that one. But the last 2 nights, we put a like one of those really small, like 13-gallon garbage bags and just twist tied it. But yeah, you can see if it's in a Ziploc freezer bag, as long as there's not just a tiny, minute amount of paint in there. If it's a small amount of paint, then it'll dry. But if you have like, say even a dime size, it's gonna stay wet in there for a long time. Just get the air out, you know. So another thing that I'm going to do as well is I'm going to show you how to put these little triangles in, all right, that we were talking about yesterday. It's so important when you make sunflowers, all right? So I'm going to wipe this out also, okay? I'm going to wipe out the chalk. I'm going to put that brush in my cup and I'm going to grab my script liner brush. If you don't have a script liner brush, I think I'm going to grab my script liner brush. I just throw a whole bundle of paintbrushes here, like just grab them. You know, you haven't sat here all week. It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
So here's our script liner brush. What's nice about it is this is a little stiffer than most, but before we made our own, we used Golden Taklon from Jerry's Odorama where we bought them. But I had ours made a little bit stiffer with Golden Taklon, but it's a little bit stiffer. But see how flat that can get? So if you need a very, very skinny mark, you can use it. But if you need a wider mark, then you can press a little bit harder, okay? So what you want to do, I'm going to grab my black, and then you want to add water to it a couple of times. All right. So our black, instead of using a medium to heavy based black paint, I actually use gesso, which is a thin base paint that you would paint your canvases black with, because I'm always watering down black unless it's a silhouette or something. That is a very thin base paint. So this will give you an idea, like the craft paints are about this consistency and you can still use those, but like I said, try to have a thicker white if you can, okay? So I'm gonna draw this really quick because I think it'll help, okay? So let me grab my marker and my clipboard. Put that marker in here, yep. I'm gonna show you something really quick, okay? Make sure I'm in the frame.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, thanks. All right.
Oh, you're good.
I'm good? Okay, so here's our center. And then we have our, you know, we have all of our little petals around like this, all right? So I'm gonna show you, like if you don't have the black, like where you put the black, all right? So what I do is I put a little triangle with the flat part facing the center in between all these petals, just like that. It adds so much depth and dimension to your painting, okay? So you want to do that right in through here, all right? And just make it skinny as it goes up. Just like a little slender triangle, that'll make a huge, like huge difference in your sunflowers, okay? This one looks a little wonky because we haven't shown how it's really bending out yet, because it's, you know, it's kind of weird how it's setting, but it'll come together, I'm telling you. Just trust the process. So here is where I would put those little triangles. If you wanted to use, I already have the black in there, but I want to show you just in case, you know, but you would put them in between the base and the petals. All right, in between right here. All right, and you can use a round brush instead of this as well. I'm gonna move up here. These generally have them too, but I think like there's one right here I can put it in, you know, but you wanna look for that. Adding those like little triangles in through here, game changer. Because a lot of people, you know, would leave it black in there and then this changes the whole look of it, adding these little triangles, okay? So you wanna do that on each one, all right? Each one like that. So I'm just, you know, quickly going in there. All right? I'm gonna throw that brush in my cup.
We actually do have a question.
Sure.
Is there any rhyme or reason to adding shadows?
Yes. Well, it is. I don't want to blind you. So the reason why you want to add shadows, if it's dark in through there, then it's going to look like it goes down in further. And it's also going to look like there's crevices like in between those petals, because there are. So if you Google sunflowers and then you hit images, you're going to see tons and tons. You can even put Google sunflower up close, and then you're going to see all those petals. And you're going to see those little triangles in there that are black. And that they're dark or shadowed. So that looks like it goes back further. And also that darkness in there is going to make your eye think that like drops in right there too. Okay? Yeah? Okay. Okay, back here. Rebecca, you'd be so proud. I haven't went out of the frame yet. I'm going to jinx myself.
Are you
We're
looking
here.
at the tape?
Huh?
Are you looking at the tape?
I haven't looked at the tape yet. That makes me laugh. I'm never ever gonna do that, I think. I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying. Okay, so let's get a medium round brush, okay? Let's see what I have here. Medium round brush. Has a little bit of a point on it. It doesn't have to be like super small. I try not to work with really small brushes if we don't have to. It's a medium round brush. If you ordered a kit, these were the brushes in your kit. So you can use this brush right here, or you can use this brush right here, or this one, okay? You can use either one of these rounds right here, okay? They're very close to each other, all right? So I'm gonna go in here, and let's start making a highlight, all right? Because sometimes you have to do a little bit of a dance with this. So we're gonna get white. We have a little water in our brush, all right? You wanna flatten down the brush. What's nice about all of these like golden taklon bristles is they flatten really nicely, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a highlight here where I want to make it look like it's coming out, all right? So this will make a difference once you get it all in, all right? So don't make it very pronounced. Don't make heavy lines. It's actually very soft, and then we can come back and make some other highlights, okay? So we're just gonna quickly go around, one long, one short, one long, one short. Where you feel it's bending, okay? Like going back, like up and over is where you wanna put that highlight, okay? Remember, making your highlights and lowlights is what's gonna make your painting look like it's three-dimensional, all right? So I'm gonna go and do this on every petal. You can have a tiny bit of water, not much. And these aren't our final highlights, all right? I'm just gonna go right here. It ended up being a beautiful day today. It was like super hot, and then this evening I'm gonna put the tip of my brush in my water, and I'm gonna continue to flatten it. And then this evening turned out to be like a beautiful evening.
Oh yeah, the weather has been incredible.
Oh, I know. I hear it's supposed to get really hot though again.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I know. I was walking the dogs. I was like, it's so beautiful outside.
Well, what I like is we're getting into the fall weather, not too hot.
I love it. I love fall. That's when too, like, I just love to paint. So I actually can't wait. So I've had about a week where I haven't been able to create new paintings, you know, and which is unlike me. You know, I like to do it almost every day or every other day if I can. And so I can't wait to get back at it, you know, probably Sunday. Maybe tomorrow during the day, we'll see. We've had a lot going on. It's been a little crazy busy. Okay, do you see how that's changing that a little bit? So we're gonna go and do that on every single petal. Doesn't have to be as heavy, but I do want your eye to think like that this is like bending over, you know, like it will make it a little bit more shadowed, like in through here with some darker brown, but it really starts making it pop. You don't have to have them as bright as that. I'm gonna pull a little bit of yellow back through. It's kind of, like I said, it's kind of a dance. You can quickly just go through here. Don't cover up all your darkness, but we're gonna come through just with a little bit of our, you know, our cad yellow once we get these in. All right, just a little bit on the back side as well. Like I said, it's not our final highlights. Everybody's going back to school. Our girls go back to college this week from the studio. We've had all of these amazing ladies that have been with us since, you know, for 7.5, 8 years, and they still work with us. They go back to college, and then they work with us on the back end of things, which is amazing. And so, but they all go back. Poor Haley, the other Haley, not this Haley. We have Haley, another Haley that works here as well, and she came in just crying the other day, like sobbing. She left on Monday to go off to college for the first time. And she didn't want to leave her dog or her sister or family. And oh my gosh, I felt so bad for her. I told her everything's going to be okay. It's going to be great. I know. I gave her like a big talk, like I wrote. Well, we were hugging her quite a bit. She made our Madison, like, she was crying so hard that Madison started crying. I felt so bad. It's a hard transition.
First time, yeah, it can be.
I still cry every time Katie goes back to New York, like for a good half an hour, like today. I still, you know.
My mom's the same with me, and
Yeah.
I'm not even in college anymore.
Okay, so we have some highlights there. I'm gonna leave that, let that dry for a moment. I'm gonna go back down to our other one down here, okay? Do you see it starting to get a little three-dimensional? So these petals are a little bit longer. I was looking at a sunflower that had a little longer petals. Now, look how light my touch is when I'm putting my brush down on there, and then I press a little harder, and then I lift up. One light, one short, one long, one short, one long. If you need to add water to the tip of your brush every once in a while, and then kind of like smash it down, okay? So I'm gonna go here. Any questions, Sadie?
No, I'm doing good on questions, but I can be ready to give away another prize.
Okay, you want to do a Casey Cash again?
Yeah, let's do Casey Cash.
Okay.
All
By the
right.
way, we're dropping in all the prizes between tomorrow and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, Christy Grider. If I'm saying that right, Christy Grider, you won $5 Casey Cash.
Congratulations. So what Haley does is she will, I'm going to put this up again. So you can just download the app, Christy. It's Christy, right?
Christy.
Christy, congratulations. You can download the app. It's just KCK. You can search in the App Store and you'll find it. And then we'll drop that in for you tomorrow or Saturday, okay? And the Amazon and the Michael's gift cards, what we do is we email those. So you can print them and take them and use them, or use them online as well. Okay, we're actually getting a Michael's in our town.
I did see that.
Yeah, Michael's has been trying to come here for quite some time, and with the zoning boards, like I feel like dollar stores kept winning. There's dollar stores everywhere. Finally, Michael's made it.
I think that's going to be very dangerous.
I think that, yeah, I think dollar stores have taken over the world. They're like everywhere. I'm gonna get a little bit more, okay? I'm gonna go back to our yellow. I say go. Back to our yellow. Yeah, I still cry when Katie goes back. And she lives there. Like she can move back for summers. Okay, so we have that. Actually, before we start adding our yellows back in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Van Dyke Brown, all right? A little bit of Van Dyke Brown. and I'm going to put a little water in that because mine's a little sticky from being on the plate for days. Okay, a little bit. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into a couple of these creases and I'm going to add a little bit of my Van Dyke brown, lifting off, one long, one short. This is just going to give it a little bit more dimension, okay? So on this one down here, we might have a little bit more of the brown right here. Okay, one long, one short. I'm going to show you how to put in those little black lines in case you guys didn't lift off there because that can happen. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well, all right? Let's just stick here so I don't make you crazy and I don't keep moving this all around. So let's go to our script liner. I just set my other brush off to the side, water down my black. I had water in my brush and this is already pretty watered down. And what you can do is you can go right up the middle, click a long one, and then do some short ones. Go up the middle, long, short. So if you don't have this, you can put these in if you want, okay? Rebecca leaves for vacation tomorrow, so she's like making sure all the kids get out right now. Right, Rebecca?
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. I keep saying a day early, right?
You can say tomorrow.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to move up here really quick and we're going to add a little bit of that dark brown to that as well, and then we'll start putting in our yellow. We're almost there, all right? So I'm going to get my dark brown, a little bit of water. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. So if it's too heavy, like if it's too prominent, just wipe with your finger or a little cloth if you don't want to get messy, like me. So, but I'm just going to touch like right in this dark area, maybe sometimes on the side, you know, like I said, doesn't have to be a rhyme or reason for it, but I would have like a little bit of a shadow sometimes where they meet together. I like everything to look like this one. Looks like to me this one's in front of this other one, so I could shadow this a little bit right there, okay? How are we at on time, Miss Haley?
We're at 8:37. We're doing pretty good.
We're doing good. We're flying today. We'll do some leaves on the bottom. Should we get these in? And then we can do our hay and all of our finishing touches tomorrow. How's that? Okay, so I'm going to get, if you need to add any black lines in, I'm going to get my script liner again. A lot of times we say like to put water in the side pile 2 to 3 times, but since I just pulled this out of my cup, there's lots of water in my brush, and especially coming from the ferrule, so you're okay, but you can lift off in the middle of any of these as well. Sometimes I pull in, but you have to, because of the camera being on this side, it's a little bit easier, but you have to set your brush down very lightly if you're going to pull in instead of lifting off. But you can go through any ones that you need to. This is a light touch, so you're literally basically just lightly dragging the tip. You definitely don't want to press hard and make a big mark. Always start like in the dark area and then pull out, okay? So I'm just going to go through and put a little bit of black in these, just a tiny bit. And then we can go back and add a little bit of, you know, more prominent yellow and white highlights, and then we'll be done. They're sunflowers. Okay, so I'm gonna wash this up, and then if you feel like you lost a lot of your yellow, I have a lot of yellow here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of I'm gonna put a tiny bit of white in this, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go here and maybe make a couple of things a little brighter. All right, I'm gonna just drag this around here and there, like where we made everything like a little brighter to like make it look like it's bending. I still want to add just a touch of my brighter yellow back in. Remember to look through your phone camera instead of, you know, just looking at it really close or step back. It's gonna make a huge difference, you know, in how you see your painting, okay? You get a whole different perspective on it. But I do like to put some of this brighter yellow back in, you know, sometimes a little bit of a dance. I won't flip this all around for you. I'll do the white highlights on here as well. We'll do the yellow and the white. Any questions?
No questions, new questions as of yet, but
Okay.
there was a comment early on, and I don't remember who did this yet, but there was concern for the foreground, putting in the highlights in the foreground.
We didn't get to the foreground yet.
So I guess
So
it's more of anticipating to be scared to put the foreground.
Oh, don't. It'll be okay. I'm telling you. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. You'll get it. It's all right. So I'm just putting some brighter highlights, like on some edges. You can even do that in the middle here if you wanted to. Like this one, I feel like is a little too much. So what I'm going to do is just wipe my hand up through there. Okay. But this is another part. Flatten it down. Flatten your script liner down. And go through and just highlight a couple of, edges here and there or in the middle. Makes all these little things make a difference, okay? Then you're painting, it's not gonna look flat, it's gonna look really three-dimensional. All these little things, so it might catch, just think like, oh, the light might catch the edge there. Sorry if you hear the air blasting from above. I'm always hot. That's definitely too bright right behind there, so I'm just gonna wipe that out. Okay.
A new question did just come in. Do you have seeds all over in the ones in the base or just half?
So I make them a little bit less visible on the bottom side because I feel like they would be shadowed. So I bring them down even past 3/4 away, but I kind of let them dissipate as it comes down through here, a little bit darker. That's a great question. Okay. By the way, if you're in the membership, I have all the days pinned in there, and then it'll be uploaded into the vault as well. All of our for the whole week will be uploaded all into one place for you. In case you're worried about not finding the links after the fact. But we're gonna have them on our page here for a while too, okay? So I would call that finished. Now my other ones are maybe a little bit more yellow, but like I said, I don't reference them, while I'm painting them. I go with, these ones this one shows a little bit more at the bottom there in the center, okay? So then we have that. And then I'm gonna go to our other one. So we're gonna go here. Okay, I'm gonna add my yellows first. We want that. So you can add more. You can add oranges into your sunflowers as well. Just depends. You can look, like I said, look at pictures online and see which ones you like. They all look a little bit different. I have to tell you, when I go to a sunflower field, oh my gosh, are you not in awe, Haley? They're so beautiful all
Oh my
together.
God, yes.
I haven't been to one for so long. I remember when the kids were growing up, you take them to those corn mazes, and there was always beautiful sunflower fields,
I actually passed sunflowers.
Oh, sorry, I'm out of the thing. There we go. You passed them?
This week.
Oh,
actually.
really?
In Newcastle, they had pick your own sunflowers, which I thought was really cool. It was a small patch, but it was gorgeous.
Wow, that's so nice. So I'm gonna start putting my white highlights. So I just went through what you missed down here, is I just went through adding some of my brighter yellow, just like I did on the top. I apologize for that. I did it. I jinxed myself. Went out of the frame. Okay, I'm just gonna pick and choose. And so see how this looks like it's curled up because it's a little brighter on that side. So I might catch a little bit of white there. Okay, maybe a little bit here, maybe a little bit in the middle. I feel like the bottom side, that was a little too bright, so I'll wipe that just a touch. Okay. And you could, if you don't like it, even when it dries, you can go back and add a little bit of your brown or your burnt sienna to it. So here, I really want just the part that's puffing up, going out a little bit further to be brighter, okay? Just in through here. And bring that down.
I don't know if I missed it, but in the last minute, they say they can't see too high.
Oh, now that was,
Okay.
yeah, that was that
before.
time I caught myself, yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, we're good now. So we can, and I'm sorry about that, ladies. So I'm gonna get a little bit more of my Van Dyke Brown, and I'm gonna get a little bit of my burnt sienna, okay? And what I'm going to do is, so you gotta look, make sure that you look at this from a little bit of a distance so you can see, does that look like it's, curling back a little bit? Is it more shadowed on the edge? So I'm gonna do that a little bit, like, I might even take a touch, I like brown and black together sometimes too. I'm gonna take a touch of that and I'm gonna go right down here and just make this a little bit darker on that tip so it looks like it's going back, all right? So a little bit, all right? We wanna make it look like it's just turning back just a tiny bit right there. Don't build blocks in here. One long, one short, one long, one short. Know your light touch and have a little bit of water in your paint, okay? Just a little bit of water. All right, so I'm just gonna get this one over here, just a little bit more. The back petals too can have a little bit more shading on them also. Like you can go right in here, get a little bit more shading on there, okay? I feel like I have a little bit too much black there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my 1/2" flat brush, okay? And I'm going to just put a little water on it and then dry it off on my paint towel, okay? All right, so then I'm gonna get a little bit of my sticky Van Dyke Brown there. And a touch of white, not much. Very small touch, all right? Tiny bit. And I wanna bring this out just a small, just a little bit. I don't want that to go to dead black so fast. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more color there. Tiny bit. How are we on time? Because we can get a little bit done on the bottom.
We're at 8:47.
8:47. Okay. This worked out perfectly this week, actually. Okay, so I kind of like that a little bit better. All right. So I'm going to teach you how to make like little small leaves. All right. I should have pulled some other paintings too to show. So let's get this in first. We're gonna put this one in black first, and we're gonna put this one over here in black first. Okay. And then the other ones, it's okay. Like we want this to dry, and then we could probably do this whole piece tomorrow. All right. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you let's get your 1/2" flat brush, or you can get your round brush. So you can get a larger round brush, or you can get your flat brush, okay? All right, either one will do, all right? Well, actually, let's get your script liner. Let's make a stem first. Let's do that, all right? So we're gonna make a stem. We're gonna water down our black. We'll just get the base of a couple of these things in first, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this to go up this way. All right, let me make sure you're in there. Yeah, okay. I'm paranoid about that when I zoom. Okay, so I'm going to have a light touch when I'm putting this up through here. I'm going to wiggle a little bit, and this is where, well, I'm going to paint. So I'm going to bring this down a little. I'm going to put a very light touch. My angle's weird in front of the camera. So I'm going to have leaves right there. So we'll start that. I'm going to put these lines in as well. So this up here, I'm going to put in black first, and right here as well. All right, so I'm going to do this, and maybe one right here. Okay, so these are script liner lines. So these can dry, and we can work with these tomorrow, but I'm just going to like a little bit of water, and I'm just going to wiggle. All right, just a little wiggle. So make sure I'm not over zoomed in. Okay, and then we're gonna have one here. I'm gonna bring this up, okay? And then I'm gonna have some leaves over here on this side, okay? So a little bit of water with your black again. And this one, maybe I'll make a little bit more straight. Always lift off on the end so it becomes very feathered, okay? I want to put this one over here. So we have one of those like little dotted flowers. Don't ask me what that is. I don't know names of flowers, except for the flowers that I love to paint so much. Like I learned those, but
I like dotted flowers myself.
yeah. All right, so now you can get your 1/2 inch flat brush, or you can use a larger round brush to do this, all right? We're gonna put this in black first so we can leave some edges dark when we put in the leaf, and it adds dimension to it, okay? So I just have black paint, that's it, all right? We're gonna start out on the edge, the tip, we're gonna pull around, start out on the edge and the tip, we're gonna pull around. Just make it dark like that, all right? I'm gonna do it here as well, so I'm gonna start right out on the edge, swoop around. I'm gonna swoop around, I'm just filling it in, all right? Flatten down your brush, make it nice and flat like that, okay? And I'm gonna start from this side, always start at the tip, push, 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 pull back around, tip, pull around, okay? I'm gonna get my black, I'm gonna make one way down here. And you can stagger them on the sides. I'm just gonna make a little dash right there. You can put that in with your strip liner as well. You can stagger them from each other like on the sides, or you can put them right across from each other. Either one would be fine, okay? I'm gonna move over here. Make this one here, pull around, press. Okay. And then over here. And then what we'll do when we paint on these, we will leave a very tiny edge, okay, of the black when we add our color tomorrow, okay? We'll do a couple more things with this black and then we'll call it a night, all right? So another thing I'm going to do is, I'm gonna use like the skinny part of this, I'm gonna show you. We're gonna put some of this darkness up into here. So we're gonna put a couple pieces of our hay up under the pumpkin as well, and also maybe around here a little bit. I'm just touching my canvas with black paint. Hold on one second. Clean this up. Just a little bit of water, it wipes right off. It's really fine, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm literally gonna go right up here, I'm gonna press, and I'm just gonna make it like a little squared off and come back down. So some of these pieces of the hay are going to be like thin, and some of them will be thicker that you can square off. But I kind of like, you can make some like little X's in there, but you want them to go up in different directions, all right? This down here we're not worried about right now, all right? We're not worried about all of these right now. We do have a little bit of hay like going up, or I don't know, like, what's the difference between hay and straw, Haley? Do you know? I grew up in the country.
You know what?
I baled hay all the time. They don't call it straw.
You know, I should know that.
I should know that too.
Because I live next to a farm.
Oh, well, I grew up in a farm. My dad would say, I'm so like, how do you not know?
So I'm gonna take a stab at it. I want to say hay would be what the animals would eat, and straw, and we had got a lot of straw growing up for our outdoor dogs. That's what we laid down. Straw goes out into like the garden.
But isn't it the same thing though?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I was thinking. It probably is.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, this is the next thing we're gonna do. So you can do this with a round brush. We're gonna tap in some black. We're not worrying about the gold and the white that's on it. But let's get that base in so we have that to start with tomorrow, so you can use a round brush. We have we have some weird names for this brush. We wanted this brush. We had this old brush from years ago that we could never find it. We use it. We still use it in class to this day. We call it Derek.
Yes.
And because we couldn't come up with the name of it. I think it was your mom who came up with it.
It was
right?
my mom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, it's very similar to, this is like a very, very small flat brush, okay? So it's a tiny one. We include it in the pack. So you can use something like this as well. So, but a pointy brush would be fine. You're just gonna have to touch it probably a little bit more, but a round brush would do fine, all right? But what we're gonna do is let's put in some of these dots. So you have them on both sides and they get more narrow as it comes to the top where there's just one on the top. So let's get the black in. So when we have all that black in, don't ask me when I put that. Oh, that's a new piece of white paint. Let me get that off there. I'm like, when did I do that? Maybe it's not so new. We can touch that up tomorrow. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I always like to start, I roll this around on my middle finger like this, so I don't have to move my whole hand around, okay? So I roll it around because what you don't want to do is like stamp the same mark. It's like when you're using a sea sponge. I always say like don't stamp the same mark. So I want like the mark to vary as I move it around. So what this is it's kind of like a shadow. It's the base of, you know, the colors that we're putting in afterwards. I kind of do this like we're going to put gold and we're going to put white on this tomorrow, all right? So I kind of do this fairly quickly because I know it's just going to be peeking through, you know? It's not going to be like something that you're really, your eyes going to. It's just going to, the gold and the white are going to be on top of it, you know? I might make this like a little bit more pointed up here. All right, so you can put them in fairly quickly. These are great, like kind of like filler things, nice accents, you know? We have these on some of our pumpkin paintings. I don't know what they're called either. I have no idea. I just Google pumpkins and flowers, things like that come up, you know. But I think that they add like nice accents, you know. So I might bring like both sides here. Thank you, Lori. Did she just leave? I don't know.
Or Rebecca?
Oh, was that Rebecca?
I'm not sure.
And I said thank you, Lori.
Yes.
It was. No, the stage still lit up. I have a couple over here that are just showing, you know, just a tiny bit, the tips over here. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a, I'm going to put some dots on this one. We have a post on this page that says share, you know, share your progress. Please post your painting progress in there. I love to see it. It makes me so happy.
Oh, it makes me happy too. I
Yeah.
check in periodically. Please post, post, post.
Yeah, we love to see it. Love, love, love. And so I'm just going to do some dots over here, and then we'll be good to go. This will be good to go.
Yes.
I'm looking around to see if we missed anything. I think we're okay. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up this way. Let me not blind you here. Let me hold this up this way so you can see it. It looks so dark without that on after we're like blinded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, so here we have, that's where we are with our sunflowers. And, you know, that has just the basin. See, not scary, not scary. We'll be okay tomorrow, I promise you.
If
Just
I can
trust the process.
Trust the process. If I can do it, you can do it.
Aw, I love to hear that. So just trust the process. Everybody okay? Like everybody doing okay with this? You all right?
Yeah, I think everyone's doing good. We did
Yeah?
have a question. Pop
Sure.
up. On the
Berries would look great. I do berries with pumpkins all the time.
Oh, berries,
Yeah.
yes.
Uh-huh.
There was a question on the bottom big pumpkin.
Yes.
Is that black or brown?
This one?
Yes.
On the bottom, like the accents we just put in?
No, I think it was the actual bottom.
Oh, this? So
Bottom of the big pumpkin.
Yeah, the bottom of the big pumpkin has the browns in it, and then has a little bit of black in the crevices with brown. You can mix black and brown together. It comes out so pretty. Believe it or not, I'm a big fan of black and brown together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, any other questions? Berries, you know what? I can pull some for you to show you berries too tomorrow. Remind me of that, and
Yes.
I will. Yeah. I love how you do write everything down. You actually remind me of everything. I love that. That's okay if you couldn't keep up, Althea. Just take your time. I can't wait to see it. You're doing a beautiful job. Hi, Kelly Stark. How are you? Let me see. You had storms. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you can jump on. Casey, you're right. It's the accent you put in. It's that brown or black. Thank you. You're welcome. Of course, Becky. Aw, thanks, Desi. Thanks, Kathy. Hi, Eve. How are you? Eve said thanks, Casey and Haley. I'm so glad you love it. Yay. Thanks you so much for sharing, Kelly, as well. Can you zoom back in on the bottom? Yes, I can. Okay. So I'm going to hold this up here. You know I stink at this. I'm going to move it across. No, it goes the other way. I'm dyslexic, I think, when it comes to that. You guys see it?
You're doing good.
Thanks. Okay. And then we're going to put in the hay and the flowers and the leaves down below tomorrow. It's going to come together beautifully. And then I'm going to highlight my pumpkins a little bit more. So I'm going to put some more like chunky white on the highlights in the middle, like right before we finish. And catch some edges with some white as well. There's some finishing touches. So we'll do the bottom and a couple finishing touches, okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad you love it. Yay. Let's do another prize.
I think we should.
Okay.
What do you want to give away?
Do the Casey Cash again. Is that all right?
I love the Casey
Yeah,
Cash.
that's easy for me to drop in.
All right.
Okay.
So Casey Cash winner, congratulations, Melissa Snowberger.
Congratulations, Melissa. Thank you, ladies, for joining us tonight. We always love it so much. If you have any questions, email us. If you're stuck on anything, send us a picture, a screenshot. I need to look at the tape. I have it the whole time. And so send us a screenshot and we'll walk you through it. So just let us know if you need anything at all. If you still need the stencil and supplies list, go to casekhq.com. Also, we did open up the membership for $19. You can try it and you get the whole vault of everything. You get everything.
Yeah,
Like everything. I think there's a total of 1,600 videos in there.
at least.
I think that's what Searchy says. It's like 1650 or something. That's where we house our videos. We're also doing a membership drive right now. So if we get, I wanted to do this for our members. Let me talk about this for a second. If we get 200 new members, which we have a great start this week, if we get 200 new members, what we're doing is we're going to lower the membership cost. And there's levels right here, so I'm going to show you, because we know the economy's tight. A lot of people are on a fixed income, and I was telling Haley, like, the only reason that we get for people leaving is if they, it's a financial reason, and it breaks our hearts. And so we're trying to lower the cost. The way for us to do that is to get new members in the door, and then we can lower everybody's cost. So you can use KCKHQ 19 at checkout if you want to join us and try it. And hopefully by the end of the month, then after the $19 is up, hopefully it's a lower rate, and you can cancel if it isn't. But we're hoping that we get, everything down to, $25 or $20 a month.
And that would be absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's our
So
goal,
amazing.
because we think that's much more affordable. People, $5 a week, basically. And it's my favorite thing to work with our membership. Like, I love it so much.
It has really become my favorite thing too. I love everybody, and it's just best part of my day.
You do such a nice job. So thank you for joining us again. And so we'll be on tomorrow, and Haley has some reminders for me, so I'll show you the things you want to see, and we'll finish up the painting as well. Okay, so let us know if you need anything at all. All right, thank you so much.
Bye,
Have a
guys.
nice night. Bye.